Okay, so Qi battery BYOB. Ever know anybody that does something stupid? Plugs the thing into the wrong thing. You know, maybe you're back from riding. It's been a hot, summery, fun day. You're a little bit inspired, and somebody goes near your charge station where there's all kinds of plugs like this one hanging out. And they go, "Oh, sweet, yeah, I'll just charge this thing." Boom, and then they fry the BYOB. So two things on that. I have a cap for my other one that's like off of a hairspray bottle that my wife used. It just fits over it, so that never accidentally happens with this thing. I have to take it off. So that's a good preventative measure. But if you do know somebody that's done that and you think you're out all the money for your BYOB, you're actually in luck because Qi Battery builds good components. So you look in there and it kind of looks like hell. I don't know what all this black stuff is. It's not the burnt out circuit though. That's like some kind of fireproofing tar or something. But anyways, I digress. If you look, you see up in here, you'll see there is a fuse. It's two of them actually. So if you look at that fuse on top, I'll try to get a good focal point for you there. You can see, fuck, I don't know if you can see that. It's 15 amp fuse. 15 upside down. There you go, 15 amp fuse. And this one, you can't see the break in this one, really. It's so, this is where it mostly sparked when it went, I think. Yeah, see, it's all cooked. You can't even see where it connects. It looks kind of strangely unbroken, so this is possibly the tar that's in there. But fuses are cheap. You get them at like Home Hardware, any hardware store. That's the one I pulled out earlier. So the way you're going to open this up is you're going to undo some of the screws. These ones on the face, pop that off. You need a Phillips. Use this little service ratchet. Be really careful of metal around those capacitors. If they're not discharged, you can get quite a hit from a capacitor. So do take caution. Once you get those screws undone, pull this off, slide the metal off. This top end is just like a plate. You have two sets of fuses when you look at the circuit. And again, props to Qi Battery for making good circuits. You see the capacitors, and then the transformer coil, and then there's a heat sink under there, more capacitors, and then boom, fuses. Two sets of them. The one I had pulled out, and then another one. So you're gonna need something with needle nose, something that's easy to grab. Try to grab them from this side. S is easier, and you don't want to crush them, you know. You don't want to put too much force on there. You don't want to break the plastic, but you want to get a grip. A little bit harder on this one. Sometimes you have to pull it from the other side, but grab it lightly, fairly firmly, but lightly. Pin the corner down and give it a, oh yeah, there you go. And let's see how this one is. This has been sitting in my, yeah, see, this one is obviously broken. See how that fuse is broken, the filament right there? So, two 15 amp fuses. Probably, I don't know, these are smaller than usual ones. They look like small appliance ones or something. But 15 amp fuse, you're probably looking at like, if these are custom in any way, which I doubt, probably looking like a buck each. And that would be pricey. So $2 fix for a, you know, $400 or $500 unit or whatever it costs for one of these. And that should fix it. I believe that'll fix it. This does look pretty like exploded, you know, there's a lot of kind of shit in there. But that, as awful as it looks, I don't believe that's burnt circuit. I mean, I could be totally fucking wrong on that. It doesn't seem like it though. It comes off like a tar. And it smells like Smells like a fire retardant. And I notice it's up on top of the capacitor too. None of the capacitors are bulged. If you do open up one of these and for whatever reason see these X points, these are for the capacitor to actually blow up and bleed out from. So if you do see one of those is lifted, really bad sign. You know, there is a possibility that one of these caps is blown out. But fuses is a good way to check them for starters, because I did notice afterwards that this circuit was able to charge a battery, but it just could not charge back out through this cable. And if you look at the circuit, it seems to be protected on that side of it. See, where you plug the battery in here in the micro circuit, it seems managed by this lower bank. I could be totally wrong on this.